Okay, do you want to know what I'm sick and tired of? You want to know what I'm sick and tired of? Okay, hear me out. I'm tired of being tired. Yeah, so basically I have a lot of commitments right now, if you think about it. So I have classes from 8:50. Okay. I need to grab my schedule so I can show you. Oh, heavy ass book bag over here. I need to grab my schedule. And I should be doing homework right now, but guess what? I'm too fucking tired. And I drank my caffeine. So you'd think, hey, you're energized. And I look like I'm being energized, but my eyes are tired, so I'm not energized properly. So, on Monday and Wednesday, I have pre-calc from 8:50 to 9:45. And then I have cross-cultural psych from 11 to 11:55. And then right after, I have 10 minutes in between, I have leisure, quality of life, well-being, whatever the fuck, from 12:05 to 1 p.m. Then I'm done for the day. So ideally, if we're thinking about like my med schedule with my ADHD meds, if I take them at like, let's say 8 in the morning, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, they should be wearing off around 4 p.m. But I'm used to taking them, but mentally, I'm like done for the day at 2. Like, I gotta be realistic here. I'm mentally done for the day at 2. And lately I've been getting so tired and not necessarily burnt out, but I'm like burning. Like I'm gonna crash and burn at some point at this rate. I mean, I don't have a crystal ball, I can't predict the future, but hear me out, okay? So that's my Monday, Wednesday schedule. Friday I have cross-cultural psych. I just don't have pre-calc Friday. So it's cross-cultural. I have class from 11 to 1. Like the 2 classes in 10 minutes in between. So and I can barely get to class in that 10 minutes because sometimes I have to grab my lunch from my dorm, like from here. Sometimes I wanted to say something to the professor, so I had to wait because there were other students that wanted to talk to the professor. Or if class were to, God forbid, get out late, which this particular professor that has my psych class, she goes like up until time is done, if not maybe a few minutes before, which she's like good about it, which I'm glad that she's good with like timing and everything. Yeah, it does not look good when I'm late to every single class. I'm not late to all my classes. I'm early to pre-calc. That's not the issue. The issue is that I don't understand what I'm doing in that class, and I'm fucking pissed off because of that. The professor like teaches it a completely different way than the way I learned last year, which I get that. 2 different professors are gonna teach things differently. But it feels like content I've never seen before, sprinkled in with, oh, that's familiar, or maybe I've heard of that before, and I've definitely done trigonometry before, but that is not how I learned it. And there's angles of elevation and depression, and it's literally like the second week of classes, and I'm like, oh my god. That's how I feel, is yeah, and on Tuesday, Thursday, I have the same schedule of, on those 2 days, of pre-calc at 8:50, 9:45, and then from 12:40 to 2:05, so today's a Tuesday, I have infancy and childhood psych, like development, basically. It's a development class, but like most of that range. So from 9:45 to 12:40, I have an almost not quite a 3-hour gap. So in that 3-hour gap, I can go get some math tutoring. I can get lunch. That's ideal. And then and like during tutoring, obviously I'd be getting work done. I feel like, I don't know. And then Fridays, like, if I can get up and going right away in the morning, and then I could get some work done and then go to class. But my stupid fucking brain, I fucking hate. I like spat when I talk. It's kind of funny. When I did that just now. I fucking hate my brain. Okay, ADHD. Not everybody gets it. Not everyone gets it. Okay, I'm impulsive. My brain's kind of a wreck, and I have to do things on my brain's terms, and based on my energy and motivation. Not everybody else. Like sometimes, like neurotypical people, maybe some neurodivergent people can just pull all-nighters and study all night and not function very well the next day, and I'm like, okay, I'm not going to do that. But they somehow manage to find time in their day to study and go to all their classes and do their dishes and do everything. Do I just have too many commitments? Is it because my brain's different? My brain works different, so that's why it's that much harder? I mean, that's part of it. My brain works different. We're in a neurotypical built society, and I'm neurodivergent, so I'm going to struggle. There's going to be struggle. It's inevitable. Also, like, with depression and anxiety and everything else, like mood disorder, all of that other shit. Yeah, I'm going to struggle. It's natural. It's going to happen. But I'm pissed because I'm not understanding my stuff in pre-calc. I'm a full-time student right now. If I drop any... Okay, I thought somebody was here. If I drop any classes, I would no longer be a full-time student. So I can't drop a single class. I can't. I can swap classes with instructor permission and get into a different class, and I can't switch into a different pre-calc section because of scheduling conflicts, and I take my math classes best in the morning, okay? Because that's when my meds are kicking in, like, right away in the morning. I don't have to worry about my brain getting fried and overloaded, like, right away. So I start my mornings off with math, if possible, or maybe a psych class, but I try to keep my math classes early in the morning, which is fine. That's how I work best. And then I can do other courses. And then sometimes by the end of pre-calc, my brain's like fucking fried and burnt and toasted and all the other, I don't know, my brain's just done with math, and then switching to another subject, fine. Sometimes, other times it's like, fuck this, I don't want to do anything now. My brain is done. My brain's overcooked. It burnt. I burnt my brain in the oven. Like, yeah. So I have all that. And then Tuesdays I have my therapy group that I go to, and then I'm supposed to go to my support group from like 7 to 9, and I haven't been going because I'm just like, you know what, I'm fucking done for the day. Like, I have nothing against the support group, and I doubt people from the support group watch my videos anyway, but if they do, I have nothing against the support group. It's just that I'm so fucking tired by the end of the day that I just don't have the energy to hop on a video call. Like, I have like zero energy is what it feels like. And then I'm like taking energy that I don't have and shoving it out and being social, and it's just, and I have to eat supper, and I'm sick of it. Not the support group, I'm not sick of that. I'm just sick of like whatever it is. Okay? I need change. I need something to change. I have therapy every week, which I'm happy I do. I have therapy, I have group therapy, I have classes, I have work now on Mondays and Thursdays. I have D&D on Wednesdays now. That's going to be starting up this week, so tomorrow. And then I also have to like take care of myself, like sleep and eat and shower and all that stuff, and I'm just like, I'm overloaded. I have too much on my plate. And then I also, like, on Wednesdays, I also like to go to the center sometimes, some Wednesdays, not every Wednesday, for, like, queer events in the community, like support groups and other stuff. Sometimes, like, magazine, like, zine crafting events or whatever. So it's just, yeah, I'm just overloaded. I have too much going on. And it feels like I have no time in my day to just sit down and breathe and sit down and relax, apart from sleep. That's how yesterday felt. I had class at 8:50, and then between 9:45 and 11, I was at the student support services or success services. I don't remember which one. I think it's student support services. I was there intending to get tutoring, but there were no math tutors, so I just kind of sat there and did nothing because I didn't understand my math and I was way too tired. And somebody commented, like, she's like, you look really tired. And I'm like, yes, I am. I was so fucking tired yesterday morning. Oh my god. It was awful. I hated it. I don't like being tired. I like being like wild and chaotic and full of energy and just running my mouth 100 miles an hour. And I'm like starting to feel like the caffeine is like kicking in because my eyes aren't feeling as tired now. Maybe it's a slow kick in. It's like I'm like realizing now, like my eyes aren't as tired as they were. Maybe the caffeine's working. I hope so. I'm probably also dehydrated, so that's not helping. Last night I didn't sleep the best because I had too much caffeine too late. I had a C4 200 milligram grape popsicle drink. It was delicious. 200 milligrams of caffeine, by the way. Yeah, it was great. I loved it. And then I couldn't sleep because I felt like I was on top of the world and everything was exciting, and I was emotionally, mentally burnt out, or just tired, just burnt out for the day, not like long-term burnout, just burnt out, tired. And but physically I was still going, and I just wanted to do everything, and I thought I could fit everything into that day. So I had classes. I had all those classes, right? And then at 1 p.m., I stopped at my dorm, dropped my stuff off, left to go to the theater department so I could start my job. I had no idea I would be working, which is okay because I'm like, I need the hours, I need to start, and I learned some things on the job, and I started work yesterday and filled up my schedule, Mondays and Thursdays, after classes. Okay, cool. So Monday, Thursday after class, that's what I'll be doing. I'll be working. I'll be like sewing and stuff, which is really cool, and I'm super stoked about the job. I was very excited about it yesterday. The caffeine helped. But I was very excited yesterday about starting my new job, so I'm really happy about it. I love what I'm doing. A serger. Oh my god. So it's not a stitcher. It's not a whatever. It's called a serging machine. I think that's what it's called. That sounds right. Where it like stitches the nice fabric seam like this, right, on your clothes. That's called a serger, I'm pretty sure. I don't remember. I think that's right. I'm like 85-90% confident, but not like fully confident. Might be less than that. But yeah, I'm sick of the go. I'm sick of being anxious. I'm sick of the go. I'm sick of not having enough time or energy to play my bass guitar or work on my music or do sewing projects or do whatever the fuck I want. Because at the end of the day, like the literal end of the day, all I have energy to do is sit on my phone. That's it. Because that takes little to no energy. And it's an energy sucker too. So it'll suck the rest of the energy out of me. It's fucking stupid. And here I sat down intending to like record a short video, maybe get to work, and I'm just complaining because I'm sick of the go. I'm sick of running constantly. Like, it's stupid. I'm stupidly busy. Like, I went on vacation, and I think it's like a little bit of burnout, but not like a full-on burnout sesh. Because this summer I worked Monday through Friday, worked 7.5 hours a day. I got a vacation this summer, but I didn't have time in between work and class. Like, I worked right up until the weekend right before classes, and then I started classes. I think that's part of the problem, is I didn't get to like enjoy my summer. But I mean, I did. I went to a few different Pride events this year. Like, one of them I went to this over the weekend, which was cool. That was Pride in the Park at La Crosse. I liked that. It was really fun. But I had like pretty much no energy that day, which was stupid that I didn't have energy, and I'm pissed about that. So I'm like, I don't know if I'm like, how addicted to caffeine am I? Very addicted, but not like, I don't know, like I need it to function. Yeah, it's an addiction. Caffeine addiction is, I mean, it's not like a serious drug, but it's still a drug of sorts, and you can get addicted to it pretty quickly / easily, especially when you start to feel the effects of it, of like, oh wow, this is really helpful, this is going to help me, and it helps me not crash as hard in the afternoon, but if anything, I like crash, and then I drink caffeine, and then it delays the crash, and then I'll crash again later, and at the end of the day, there's just this huge crash. My mouth is kind of spitty. Crash. Yeah, where I have no energy left, and I want to sleep or do nothing. I barely have the energy to shower, so I have to chew gum to motivate me to shower, and it's just, Tuesdays are my busy days. So today, I mean, if you get up and you say today is going to be a bad day, or today's going to be a long day, you might feel a little more, but Tuesdays are my busy days, and I need to remember that. Class-wise, I only had 2 classes today, so that's really not that bad. So that's gonna help, not having a full fucking schedule. But, yeah. I'm sick of it. I just want to relax. I just want to enjoy myself and pursue my hobbies. And, like, I like the aesthetic of college. Hear me out. So I'm a college student, right? I like the aesthetic of living in the dorms. I like the aesthetic of going to class. I don't like doing homework. Homework and reading textbooks is a struggle because I gotta find the time to do it. I can't do like anything Tuesdays except in that time block, which I should get math tutoring in, and then somehow find time for lunch. And usually I have appointments Tuesdays, so I also have to be careful with that. But Wednesday after 1 p.m., same with Mondays, or even that time block between 9:45 and 11, Mondays there's no math tutoring, so there's no point going there. So I could just try to do some stuff on my own. Wednesdays, there should be... Oh, yeah. Oh. Wait, hold that thought. Math tutoring on Wednesdays is from 11 to 12:30 and then 12:30 to 2:30. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. On Mondays, it's 11 to 12:30. There's some. But my class starts at 11, so I can't. So I can't do math tutoring on Mondays or Wednesdays, so I'll have to rely on Tuesdays, Thursdays. And then Fridays... Probably not. Unless I did it, like, for an hour after 1 p.m. And, again, my energy levels, they can be unpredictable. My brain can be unpredictable. I can be unpredictable. You know, my behaviors and actions can be. They usually, I'm sure, follow a pattern of some sort. Whatever. I still have to change my calendar over from August to September, but that's a lot of work to stand up, flip the calendar, mess with the binder clips holding that calendar to the wall. So I haven't done it yet. Which I should do it. I'll be happy I did, but I'm just like, nah, I don't want to. See, that's what I hate. Is my brain will be like, nah, I don't want to. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? It'll be like, hey Kai, this reading, you have to do this by tomorrow. Nah, I don't want to, is what my brain will say. And I'm like, fuck you, we're reading. And then my brain will be like, la 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 la, I'm just not gonna let you focus. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? My goddamn brain does not like to cooperate. I hate it so much. I'm talking shit about it. So it's going to probably fight me or whatever the fuck it wants to do. I hate it. I just want my brain to cooperate like a neurotypical person's. But I need to be realistic and, like, recognize I'm not neurotypical. My brain will not function like that. So, and I can't make it. No amount of medications will make me neurotypical. I'm always going to be neurodivergent. At least in this life, or whatever. So, it's a reality I'm going to have to accept, or have to accept, do accept, whatever. Yeah, it sucks a lot. Because being neurodivergent... Like, yes, there are accommodations I can have in class. Like, I'm debating whether I should get something like that set up. But I don't even know what accommodations I would get. Like, I'm considering it'd be a good idea to try to get accommodations for pre-calc, because my brain's a little slow sometimes. I don't need extra time on tests. I don't need a quiet room for tests. But something to kind of help. I don't know what. Because this professor isn't teaching it in a way that I'm understanding it. And, like, I understand some of what he's saying, and then he says, like, basically tries to say that unit circle is too lengthy a method and isn't a good method. But that's how I learned it. And I can't just unlearn something. I can forget something, but I can't just completely unlearn it, you know? I mean, knowing me, I forgot what the whole unit circle is anyway, but I'm picturing it in my head. Some of the angles are coming to mind, and I could try drawing it out, and maybe I'd be successful. I don't know, I could be totally wrong. But some of it I could do, like, yeah, it's just a disaster. I don't know. I'm pissed. I want my brain to function properly. I want my brain to cooperate. And I still think I'm gonna die before I make it to 20, and I'm 19. So that's scary. Yeah. My mental health is pretty good right now, I'd say, but I'm just like tired of, I'm just getting sick of things. I'm getting tired of things. Just the constant running, again, the constant go, 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 running around with my head cut off and all that shit. So, like, when I don't have much time for video games, like, I could be playing video games right now, but oh no, you gotta do your homework. See, I have nothing against college. I love college. I think college is a great opportunity. And homework is stupid. Homework is ridiculous. I know that's how I'm going to learn, but literally every single class does not need to give me homework and textbook readings and this and that. Like, I understand that professors know that, hey, Kai, that's not your only, this isn't, pre-calc isn't your only class, or cross-cultural psych isn't your only class, or whatever. But, like, I don't even know. I have so much textbook stuff to read, and I'm not even at all motivated to even take the textbook out of my bag. Like, part of me is like, you're lying to yourself, you can do it. But I'm like, yeah, right. I'm gonna have to fucking force myself. And on the weekends, oh my god. Like, I wish I could just wake up at 8:50, 8:30, whatever 8 in the morning, 7:45, 8 in the morning, right? Get out of bed, and then do homework. You know how awesome that would be? But no, my stupid brain is like, I'm tired, I'm going back to bed. And I'm like, are you... I hate it. I hate it so fucking much, okay? I'm gonna bring this rant to group therapy. But minimize it, but shorten it, okay? Okay. I'm sick of being a neurodivergent person in a neurotypical society. I can't change my brain. I know that. I mean, there's medications I can take that change or alter or whatever my brain chemistry, or make my brain cooperate more. But, like, I can't always feel like I'm on top of the world. Like I did yesterday when I had 200 milligrams of caffeine. Which felt nice until I couldn't go to bed. I mean, maybe it just means I need to have it sooner in the day, or just not as much. Probably both. If I'm going to be consuming that amount of caffeine, I better consume it at like 6 in the morning. So that by 6 p.m., because it's caffeine works in half-lives, like a radioactive decay or whatever. I mean, it's not radioactive, but you know what I mean. Medications often do too. So 6 to 8 hours later, it's like half of what it was is processed in your body. So let's say I have 200 milligrams. Half of it will be processed by 12 p.m. if I have it at 6 a.m. I mean, maybe 5:30 because it takes like half an hour to kick in or whatever. But you get the gist of it, okay? And then by 6 p.m., there'll be maybe 50 milligrams left in my body, which will probably still be too much for me to go to sleep. But I'm not going to sleep at 6 p.m. So then I wait another 3 hours, and it'd be a quarter of that, because if it's half-lives, well then, ideally, there'd be a quarter. And then it'd be, instead of 25 milligrams, it'd be 50 divided by 4. So 20, but it's more than 25. Fuck. Now I'm like stuck on this and need to figure this math out. So 50 divided by 4. 4 times 1 is 4. 1, 10. 4 times 2 is 8. 2. Put a decimal, add a 0. 12 and a half. That's not right. Wait a minute. Ugh. Wait, 500. Hold up. That's 50. So 12 and a half times 4 is 50. Would it decrease by 12 and a half? I'm fucking stumping myself, okay? So, okay, let's try this. So 200 milligrams. Half of that becomes 100. Half of that is 50. Half of that is 25. Right? But in between 50 and 25, well, 25 times 2 is 50. 50 divided by 4 is 12 and a half. So it's greater than 25. So let's say it's x. X is greater than 25. Right? Yeah, x is greater than 25. What? Okay, I'm confused. God damn it! Why am I so fucking retarded? I can't figure this out for the life of me. I'm basing it on nothing. I'm just trying to figure out the fucking half-lives. And it may not even be 1/4, because it's half-lives. So it's a quarter life, which would be 1/4, and 1/4 of 50 is 12.5. But it has to be greater than 25, because half of 50 is 25. Unless, no, wait. It'd be 50 times 3/4 is still in your bloodstream. So then, multiply top and bottom by 4. 5 times 4 is 20, so 200/4 times... Wait a minute. Oh no, I'm not adding fractions, I'm multiplying. 5 times 3 is 50, so 150 fourths, so 150 fourths. Well, then it's, how many times is 4 into 15? Well, 5 times 4 is 20. 4 times 4 is 16. So 4 times 3 is 12. I'm going to do a mixed fraction or a decimal. 12, 13, 14, 15. So 12.75, actually. So be... So 12.75... Well, what's 25 plus 12.75? 0.75, 5, 6, 7, to 37.75. That... Because then maybe that'd be a quarter. So... I don't fucking know. This math is... God damn it! Ugh, I got my pencil with my Jolly Rancher wrapper on it. Some Dodgers in it. I should be doing homework, right? Yeah, I should be doing homework. No. I'm doing math of, like, half-life of caffeine because I'm addicted to that shit. And I'm gonna need another can before I go to my group. And then maybe another can, and another can, and another one, and another one. I don't fucking know. I'm angry. I'm annoyed. I'm tired. Not, like, physically tired, but, like, mentally, emotionally kind of burning a little bit on fire. Catching fire. Crash and burn, but not at the crash yet. Not the crash and burn. Like, something set off a spark, and I'm probably at least slightly ignited. And I'm just, like, driving, and then there's the crash, and then there's the explosion. Well, I'm before the crash, okay? So I'm just driving right now. I'm a flaming car, is what I am, is what it feels like. Waiting to crash and burn, because that very well could happen. Unless a firefighter or a good civilian or whatever just comes and puts the fire out. And then the car just keeps running. Or puts the fire out, repairs the car, and then the car is running just as new. That could happen too. But we don't know because we don't have a fucking crystal ball. And that is okay because we don't need a crystal ball. Because then if we knew everything that was going to happen in the future, that would give me more anxiety. If I knew when I was going to die... like exactly, I would probably be more scared. There's a reason we don't know when we're going to die, when the people we love are going to die, and everything else. There's a reason we're not meant to know that. That would just create existential fear and dread and all that shit. Like, you would be dreading the day you die. Now, live every day, live life to its fullest, live every day like it's your last. Don't literally live every day like it's your last, okay? Because then, like, that could mean, like, oh, I'm going to gamble on my money away because I'm going to be dead tomorrow, haha. And then you end up living because you're not supposed to be dead tomorrow. Well, then you have no money. So don't literally live every day like it's your last. But, like, live like you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Live with, like, an open mind of possibilities or something. I don't know. I'm trying to be wise, and it's not really working. Overall, I'm frustrated. Goodbye.